When an actor steps into any character, the goal is to fully submerge themselves into the role, completely embodying all of their characteristics. Some have done it so well, it actually prevented the audience from seeing them as anything other than the character. This practice is called typecasting. We've seen this happen mostly with sitcoms. Talented actors like Jaleel White, Dustin Diamond, and Bob Saget were subject to this when they joined their respective sitcoms in the late 80s throughout the 90s. Steve Urkel from Family Matters, Screech from Saved by the Bell, and Danny Tanner from Full House are just a few who suffered from typecasting, with many of the aforementioned actors becoming strongly identified with the roles they played. Oftentimes, this has led to difficulties finding work playing other characters for these actors. Recently, while talking to the Closer Weekly podcast, Ribeiro described playing Carlton as the greatest and worst thing that ever happened to him, simply because audiences couldn't see him as anyone else. Playing Carlton on Fresh Prince became a sacrifice. I used to always say doing Carlton was the greatest and worst thing that ever happened to me. It was one of the greatest roles that I was ever fortunate enough to play, but it was also the role that stopped me from acting again because people couldn't see me as anything else. The sacrifice was not having an acting career anymore. We all remember Carlton Banks as the preppy, affluent, and uptight member of the Banks family, opposite of the street-smart Will Smith. The character quickly became a fan favorite, and despite Ribeiro's struggles of finding roles after The Fresh Prince, he stated several times playing Carlton was a blast for him. It was about the cast and spending time with them before every show. We would go into Will Smith's dressing room and we played music and dance and just have a great energy build up to get ready for the show. Those are some great memories of just being together. As stated before, the act of typecasting has pigeonholed many actors known for portraying a character close to the audience's hearts. They become more familiar with the character as opposed to the actor. In the past, Jaleel White has spoken on his time playing Steve Urkel for 9 seasons on Family Matters. Even though he's looked back on the time fondly, he has also expressed interest in shedding the Urkel persona for more substantial and versatile roles. In an interview with People magazine, he would share, "I don't miss playing Urkel. I really don't. I'm not trying to get away from it or anything like that, but I don't miss that role at all. Really. I just want to work. I want my daughter to say I know what daddy does, not what daddy did. I'm still chasing that one Vanity Fair tag that says this guy's a versatile actor. I accept it. It's fine. But for me, it's like, what do I have to do to get that?" Just 3 months after The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and his series finale, and Ribeiro signed off as Carlton for the very last time, he joined the cast of LL Cool J's sitcom In the House. For seasons 3 through 5, he portrayed Dr. Maxwell Stanton, a character brought to help assist LL's character with running a sports clinic. He would even receive another NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series for his performance, his second in the same category. Now, interestingly enough, Ribeiro would play Carlton on an episode of In the House before he would join the cast full time. Now, the series would draw its own comparisons towards The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air due to its premise, as well as the casting of a hip-hop star in an NBC sitcom. At the time, LL was looking to make a name for himself as an actor, much like Will Smith did several years prior. Ribeiro's portrayal of Dr. Maxwell Stanton wasn't considered a huge departure from Carlton Banks. When In the House ended in 1999, Ribeiro enjoyed a couple of one-off guest appearances on several series, including One-on-One, For Your Love, and Cedric the Entertainer Presents. In addition to that, he would also lend his voice to several animated projects throughout the 2000s. This same decade, Ribeiro made a noticeable shift from acting to hosting. One of his first forays into hosting came in 2000 with the reality show Your Big Break. Unfortunately, the show would only last 1 season, but gave Ribeiro enough confidence to continue to pursue the craft of hosting. Beginning in 2010s, Ribeiro participated in several children's shows as a guest star, like Shake It Up, Big Time Rush, and The Brothers Garcia. In 2011, he would return to a familiar space in the sitcom realm, starring and directing the short-lived series Things We Do for Love. The show followed a married couple played by Ribeiro and Tamira Mowry, who adjust to marriage, just as their in-laws played by James Avery and Maria Alonso. This would mark the first time Ribeiro and Avery since Fresh Prince ended in 1996. Unfortunately, however, the show will only last 5 episodes on the Urban Movie Channel. In 2013, Ribeiro would return to hosting game shows with the series Spellmageddon, a competition series that combined a spelling bee with obstacle courses. This too would only last for one season. However, he would go on to achieve greater notoriety when it came to reality competition shows during his involvement with Dancing with the Stars, beginning in 2014 as a contestant. He would dabble as a guest judge, as a guest host, before fully signing on the series' sole host in 2022. In addition to Dancing with the Stars in 2015, Ribeiro would pick up yet another hosting gig in America's Funniest Home Videos, where he's currently in his 9th season as the Master of Ceremonies. Since 2022, he pulled double duty as the host of both America's Funniest Home Videos and Dancing with the Stars. When he was asked if he's fully retired from acting in favor of hosting, Ribeiro said, "I'm enjoying being a host and very happy with it. But yes, I would go back to acting if it was exactly the right thing. My happiest moments career-wise are winning Dancing with the Stars and now becoming host of Dancing with the Stars. And after winning Dancing with the Stars, I got the opportunity to do the show that I always wanted to do, America's Funniest Home Videos." Now, even before Ribeiro initially slowed down on taking acting roles, he began creating a lane for himself as a director. He's directed 1 episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 4 episodes of In the House, and various episodes of many other sitcoms including Eve, Cuts, One-on-One, True Jackson VP, among several others. In addition to these credits, according to IMDb, he's also directed 26 episodes of the sitcom All of Us, which was executive produced by Will and Jada Pinkett Smith and loosely based off their lives. Ribeiro would also direct 12 episodes of Meet the Browns between 2009 and 2010. Even though acting appears to be in the rearview mirror for Ribeiro, he also made an impact in the industry, consistently working as a host and behind the scenes. I was pigeonholed as an actor based on that character. There were years when casting directors wouldn't call me because they felt like, oh well, he's Carlton and that's not right for this role. It's very rare for an actor to break through the label of being typecast in a particular role. Although he states playing Carlton sabotaged his acting career, Ribeiro has figured out ways to flourish within show business as a director and a host that appears on TV screens across the country multiple days a week, keeping him consistently working. Carlton Banks remains a nostalgic character remembered fondly, and Alfonso's performance has cemented him in TV history.